ever since Anime Adventures went down, a lot of the Anime Adventures YouTubers have been struggling. They're just not getting the views like they were before when Anime Adventures was still up. And while yes, there are alternatives to Anime Adventures, and yes, they are doing very well with views, it just doesn't hit the same. So some of these YouTubers got the genius idea to make a tower defense. And it's genius because these guys know what a tower defense should be like. They played the best tower defense for a living. And this game is the one that we're going to be talking about today, Anime Reborn. Let's start off with the part that I think most of you are interested in, the sneaks. And so far, I am really liking the style of the game. I mean, just looking at this Whitebeard move, wow, this looks insane. But I do think that there's too much VFX. With all the cracks on the ground and then all of the huge shockwaves coming out from the hit, it looks very cool, but it's also very excessive. We also get to see the Zenitsu model, which isn't anything too special, but it looks clean. And it does seem like the new trend with anime games is going with no faces, which may look dumb, but it may actually help fly under the radar of DMCAs. We also get to see a part of the UI, and I think it looks pretty good. I think all of the symbols match the actual icons pretty well, and the icons themselves look pretty freaking clean. We also get to see two of Mihawk's attacks, which look way better than the Whitebeard attack. Really digging how the sword slashes look, and how they're gonna leave marks in the ground after the attack is over, or at least for like a second. And then in Moz King's announcement video, we get to see the main hub, which looks pretty good. Like he says, I definitely agree that it needs some work, like with how much empty spots there are, but I do think they're on the right track. We also get to see the play area, which looks just as good, although I still think it needs some work. Like you could definitely scale it down a little bit and then add a few more things in there, but overall it looks really good. Toadboy also showed an exclusive sneak on his YouTube channel, so do make sure to go subscribe to him if you somehow aren't already. You know, make sure to subscribe to all of the co-owners and owners, all really good YouTubers. But Toadboy shows off Sukuna's flame arrow, and this is gonna sound like Glaze, but there's top 2 flame arrows in Roblox tower defenses. Top 2! And this also probably isn't even finished. This looks just incredible. And if a lot of the moves are gonna have quality like this, we're eating good. Now the sneak that I think is the best one that we've gotten so far is the sneak for Planet Namek. And it just looks really good. The track is really freaking long, the sky looks really well, it's textured very well, the models also look super clean. It's just very well put together and looks very good. And I'm really excited to see more map sneaks, because if they keep looking like this, I'm gonna keep being happy. And now let's look at Mortimer's video, which has an insane amount of exclusive sneaks. So let's just go over them. The first thing that he shows is the model for Android 21 and her evolution. And the models themselves look really, really good. With the anime style texturing and the nice shine on the gold pieces, it looks really good. Not even counting the aura that they're probably gonna have around them in-game because they're Dragon Ball units. But so far, this is probably my favorite model. And then he also shows us a water-breathing sneak from Demon Slayer, and he shows us more Mihawk sneaks, which again, I am absolutely loving the style that they're going for. I think it looks so good, especially for Tanjiro's moves, but he's not done. He also shows us the Itachi model, and just like Android 21, it looks so good. Now, I still do think Android's 21 model looks better, but this is still like top tier models. The texturing, hair, cloak, and pants. And then we also have Naruto. And this is my favorite model. It looks so clean. They did not need to go this hard on Kid Naruto, dude. It just looks so good. And then the final thing he has to show for us is Dio's stand. And there's not too much to comment on because the image is blurred, but if we're going off what we've been looking at this entire time, it's probably gonna look really good. But that is the end of the sneaks for now, and they look really good, and I have super high hopes for this game. But let's move on to the next portion. When the game first launched, they actually did something very cool, where the first 10,000 members of their Discord would get the early access role, where they would be able to play the game for 1 week closer to release. And it's a very cool thing because I don't think any other game has done that. So it's already a really good first step into making a good game. They also have a polls tab where they make polls and we, the community, will vote on them. And the first ever poll is on literally the smallest thing ever. The only difference between the two options is the border glow. And them making a poll about that just shows how much they care about the little details. They want this game to be perfect for the community. And it's very rare to see games like this care this much about the community, which is surprising because communication with your community will make a good game. And it's exactly one of the things that Anime Adventures was very lacking of. It took them 4 to 5 days to respond on their game getting shut down. Now, which YouTubers are actually going to be working on the game? The head owner of the game is going to be MozKing. Then as co-owners, you have Vanilla, Mr. Rhino, and Toadboy Gaming. They're also actively adding more co-owners, like Mortimer and RLX Sage. And most of these creators have over 100,000 subscribers. So totaling up subscribers, they have over 500,000. And these guys are no strangers to Anime Adventures. MozKing always had some of the most high quality videos on Anime Adventures on YouTube. Mr. Rhino and Toadboy Gaming would always be some of the first people to showcase the new units, and they would make like 10 videos every update. Then you have Vanilla, whose video quality was right behind MozKing, and who always had a ton of unique ideas every update, and would always upload a bunch of videos for each update. Mortimer also had some of the most entertaining videos on the game, and although Sage rarely uploaded, he did make some pretty good videos on the game, and is pretty underrated. So these guys are definitely some of the most qualified people to be making a tower defense game, and I'm very excited for it. But that is going to be it for this video. I do wish that I could talk more about this game because I'm pretty excited for it, but sadly this is basically everything we know. However, more sneaks for this game are coming out pretty fast, I think. So hopefully within the next month or two, I'll be able to make another video on this game with more sneaks to show you guys and with more features to tell you guys about. But what do you guys think about this game so far? I'm very curious to know your thoughts on this, because most of the time, whenever a Roblox YouTuber makes a Roblox game, it's one of the worst games on the platform. I think it has an insane amount of potential and could become one of the best anime tower defenses. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.